Good morning and welcome to Find Her Seat podcast. We're the podcast that helps other women find their rightful seat at the table through health, wellness, beauty, and business. I think I'm a little nervous. We've got this gorgeous beauty next to me.
We're
stuttering.
Look at that.
This is not normal. So I am your co-host, Jennifer Etter.
And I'm your other co-host, Susan Mobley. And we're so excited that we could have y'all join us live from Lexington Boutique with Priscilla Londono. She is
Miss Westchase.
That's right.
Yes.
So we're so excited and honored that we could have her be on our show today. And we, all got a little traffic from the Galleria this morning.
Yes.
We're settled in now. And we'd like to thank Jenny Thompson, who was so gracious to let us use her place here. And I want to give one little quick shout out to one of our former guests that we've had on, and it's Laura Jordan's birthday today.
Happy
Laura
birthday.
J. With Laura J. Finery, and actually she's got a lot of her collection here at Lexington.
Yes, and let me go ahead and note too that we are all beautifully styled from the clothes at Lexington. We absolutely love everything here. So make sure that you come out and just let everybody know that you heard about them through Find Her Seat and check out everything. They just got a bunch of new stuff in.
Yes.
So okay, let's get started.
Yes.
So are you originally from Houston?
So no, I actually grew up in Miami, Florida, and then I moved down to Houston, or Katy, I should say. I started off, I went to high school, and then I graduated, and I actually was a part of ms.texas, and I represented Katy as well. Then I kind of, I think I would say let go of my passion with modeling and, acting and all of that. And, for a while, I just didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I guess you could say I was just young and trying to figure it all out. But then recently I actually, met one of my really good friends, Sheila. Shout out Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
And she is big in the pageant world, and she does the makeup for ms.texas. So she was like, I think you should try it out again. Why not? And I tried it out, and now I'm representing Miss Westchase. Yes. And I'm extremely excited. I think it's a great opportunity.
Now, what made you decide to get back in it? Is there something, the platform you're wanting to get to speak about?
Yeah, so I think mainly I wanted to just do it for myself. I think I, have always lacked self-confidence. I've always let, others' opinions affect, what I wanted to do in life. And, finally I've actually just found exactly what my purpose is. And, I think the main thing is just confidence. And I think if you believe in yourself, that you can accomplish anything.
You know what? I was actually just thinking about this morning as I was getting ready to come here, and that there's such a perception that when you see an attractive female, especially a beautiful female, you figure that person already knows that they're gorgeous and they have all the confidence in the world, but this is just not so.
No.
And that there's so much prejudice actually against a beautiful woman that they're not allowed to make mistakes, or they're actually they don't deserve to even have a problem. And so I really think that this is something that's got to change, because hey, guys out there, pretty women and beautiful girls are also dealing with a lot of internal struggles of confidence and living up to certain standards that either you've put on yourself or our society has put on them. And we really need to kind of let go of that for sure.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I think for sure, like Jennifer said, I think that too often we just presume because of an outward appearance that everything's fine, when in reality it's not. And I think it's important that people understand that everyone has insecurities. And I think it's great that you were able to recognize that you needed to do this for yourself, and that you've had the confidence to step up and start doing this again. So how long has this pageant been going on for you?
So I would say it's about a year preparation. I've been prepping for months. I mean, it's getting your sponsors together because it is a very expensive hobby. But, just, working out, getting your figure right for swimsuit, because there is a swimsuit portion of the pageant,
Right.
which I'm so nervous about, but it's okay. I think that I've been prepping.
She's gorgeous.
But with the help of my coach, and I've had a coach for interview process as well. I mean, I think that's the most important part is the interview. You need to, actually get your point across and learn how to speak and just, be confident in the words that you are saying and, the questions that are asked. Make sure you have, the correct answer or your unique and correct answer.
So are you given any idea of what the questions will be beforehand?
No, so it's pretty much random, but the questions are based on your bio. So they have you fill out, a sheet, just personal questions. Your favorite actress or your favorite hobby or anything like that. And then they'll ask you questions based on that sheet. So more personal.
So what are your favorite hobbies? What does a beautiful beauty like you like to do?
Well, honestly, I love boxing.
Ooh,
I've actually found a passion in, working out in general. I think it just makes me feel good. It also, relieves some stress. And who doesn't like punching things?
Right?
Like, when you're mad.
So are we talking like in a ring or like kickboxing?
No. So, well, actually, a little bit of both.
Okay.
I actually work with, shout out Savarise Fight Fit. They are one of my main sponsors, but they are it's a boxing gym off of Bel Air.
Okay.
So in Bel Air, Texas. But they are awesome, and I've just found the love for boxing through them. Honestly, it's just helped me in so many ways.
Now, who would have thought that one of her biggest sponsors is a boxing
Yes,
facility?
I know.
Now, are you surprised by the amount of time that it takes to get prepared, and that people just think that you show up and put on a pretty dress and get your swimsuit on and you're done, and they don't really realize all of the work and preparation that goes into it?
Honestly, yes. I was surprised. I think that I had a different view on the pageant world, I should say. I thought it was just basically all about just getting a pretty dress and, doing your walk, but it's not. It's so much more. I think it's just really finding yourself, self-reflection,
Right.
Finding your purpose, and I'm competing with 90 plus girls.
Right.
So it's pretty nerve wracking,
So are all of these girls, they come from different cities and different places in Texas? And where is the pageant going to be held?
So the pageant is actually going to be held here in Houston at the Hilton Post Oak.
Oh, nice.
So pretty close to home.
Right where we
here.
are.
Yes. So pretty easy, but other girls will be traveling from all around Texas.
That's so exciting. And then once you win, you're going to win.
Yeah.
So once you win and represent Texas, then do you go on to
Miss USA?
Ooh, that's so exciting, guys.
So it's a pretty big pageant. I mean, it's Miss Texas and then Miss USA, and you compete for your state. And if you win Miss USA,
when you win,
when she wins, then we will get.
When I win
That's
Miss
right.
USA,
we will get to say we had Miss USA
right
on our podcast.
Yes,
our
I look forward to saying that.
We are going to say that. We're
Yes.
big into manifesting and putting it out there. So.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have a vision board?
I don't, but honestly, I've been thinking about it. Yes, I know. That is actually something. My next goal is just to have my vision board, because I do manifest.
Right.
I manifest everything. So a vision board is extremely important.
She'll have to check out our show.
She's going to have her vision board up, and then we're going to get kudos because we told her how to do it.
Right?
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
And we did a show on that because I think it's interesting. We were saying that's one of your goals to make one. But we, our thing was just make it easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to complicate it and just get it done and have that so you can see it every day, because I think that is so important.
It is.
So it would be something that you would put on your vision board.
I would honestly buying a home.
I
think that's my next goal too. Starting a podcast.
I know.
Yes.
We were talking about that.
Me and my best friend, we've actually been talking about that, and I love the idea of this podcast specifically is, women empowering other women.
Yes.
But I mean, I just think it's such an important social platform right now, and it's getting so big now as well.
Right.
So I love the idea, and I think that if I could put out my message, then that would be awesome as well. So that's my
wonderful.
next goal.
Good. I love that. All right. So I want to kind of back up a little bit because you talked about some self-confidence and some things. And so if you were to go back to your, let's say your 10, 11, 12-year-old self, because as we know, that's a very pivotal moment in a girl's life. What are some words that you would tell that little girl that you think she needs to hear that would help her?
I think just really, if, whatever you believe in that moment or whatever you truly want to do, just do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't let anyone tell you, you're not good enough, because you are. We're all unique. We're all different, and we all have different goals in life. Just go for it,
I love it. I love it. Yeah, stay in your lane. I think that's something that we have a very hard time with because, we learn very early on, like trying to have a try, right? And that happens a lot of times in middle school. It's literally where you're at that state of trying to figure out where do I fit in, and then there's a lot of comparing yourself against others, and then hormones. You don't know what to do with those things, And so, so we learn so early on to start comparing ourselves and to try to fit into a lane. And so that's the biggest thing I think as adults. When we really start to evolve is when we find that all of us have our own lane, and that no matter what, nobody's path is the same, and we just need to stay in that lane and go full force and shine.
We always say there's enough abundance for everyone to succeed, and there's no reason not to lift each other up and support each other.
Yes.
And I think it's great that within the pageant that you're getting to do that, and I'm sure exude that to other women that you're in competition with, but at the same time wanting everyone to have success.
Right.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, I'm pretty grown. Honestly, I just want to go after my dreams, start a podcast, I love social media. I think that, people try to put it down so much recently, and, they can find so many negatives, but I don't look at it as that in that way. I think there's so many pros in social media. You can influence people in a positive way. So just really focusing on, my platforms. So
I love that. So if you were to put in a sentence what your number one message is that you want to get out there, what do you think that would be?
I would have to say just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself, be confident, because there's only one you.
I love that.
That is awesome.
Love that. Okay, so tell me, we're kind of getting to this point now. And like I tell everyone, this is the only thing that they know that they're going to be asked when they come on our show.
Everything else is fly by the seat of your pants.
Some of the times we're literally flying by the seat of our pants. And so, but I love to ask all of our guests, what is your why?
So I thought about this, and I think my ultimate answer would be, why not? Why not? Why not go after your dream? Why not, just do everything that everyone told you couldn't do? So that would be my why not.
Yeah, sounds like no regrets. A life with no regrets. That's perfect.
And I love that when you're starting to say it, you can feel the emotion and passion behind your why. And I know that Jennifer and I have talked about the why, and when we ask our guests, and almost always you feel that passion there, and that's when you really tapped in to what your why is.
Why not?
Just
go after
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a shirt.
Right? Why not?
We'll go support her at the
Right.
pageant.
Yes.
Why not?
Hashtag Priscilla.
So where, if anyone wants to find out about the pageant system that you're in, your pageant coming up, where can they find out information?
So I always post information on the pageant on my Instagram handle, which is Priscilla Londono, CILLALONDONO. And then also on Facebook, ms.texas, USA.com. They'll have everything on there as well as all of the other contestants that will be competing in Miss USA or Miss Texas USA. Sorry.
No, you're gonna
manifesting.
You're gonna be there.
And what tips would you give to a little girl that's seeing you on our show right now and saying, I want to get to be in a pageant, I want to be Miss Texas and Miss USA? What would be something that their first step should be into getting into the pageants?
I would say first find, what you want to stand for. And then just go from there, really just be yourself. They do have Miss Teen Texas as well, which I participated in back in 2011. So, it was very empowering. I think I didn't really, when I went into it, I didn't expect everything.
What you got out of it.
What I got out of it. I was very shy. But just, be yourself, be confident. Like I always say, go from, and it'll take you further than, just.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly.
I know.
Sorry,
I did some pageants when I was growing up, and my favorite thing about them was all the girls and ladies coming together and helping each other and just being able to connect with other like-minded females.
Yes.
I absolutely loved that the most, other than getting dolled up and feeling pretty like a princess. That was my favorite part, was just all these girls coming together and helping each other and having discussions and being like-minded. And so I think there's so much more to pageants that people don't realize. That there are people who put down pageants because they say, oh, you're just glorifying, your outward appearance.
Right.
And that's not it at all. It really isn't at all.
And the girls that are, participate in it as well are so helpful with each other. They encourage each other. They tell, they help you, even if you're not, if you don't know, what goes into some parts of the interview, you'll have other participants telling you, or contestants, I should say, telling you, okay, this is what you should do. This is how you should go about things. So you will always have that help, which is a great thing.
Yes. So you're the epitome of women empowering women.
Yes.
Right.
And little girls empowering other girls and rooting for each other and no matter what, you're on one big pageant team rooting for one another. And I absolutely love that. And I hope that everybody can kind of get a feel for there's a difference to the pageants than maybe what you're thinking. And this might be something you might want your daughter to get into, or maybe even you get into.
Right.
I know there are grown women. There are
so
Mrs.
many.
There are Mrs. Texas pageants, and I know that there are women coming together. And even if you've never done a pageant before, don't think that you can't, because why not? Why not do a pageant even after you're married? And so I want to say hi to a couple people that have hopped on. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
I am so glad to see you hopping on here.
We
absolutely love your support.
We have Deborah on here. Hi, Deborah, and Joe supporting. And then I saw Laura pop on a few minutes ago, the birthday girl.
Happy birthday.
So I think that what Jennifer was saying is so important, and that is that you're surrounding yourself with like-minded women, and that's what we're doing here with our show. We're wanting to lift women up and showcase women that are doing amazing things. And, if you have someone that you see that is really stepping up and making sure that women are supporting women and doing something amazing, please reach out to us. We would love to have them as a guest on the show. You don't have to be local. We've got someone from Nicaragua coming up on a show later this month. So you don't have to be local. But we love getting a chance to showcase someone like you that is really doing something amazing for women and for girls, and putting a positive message out there, which is so important.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed our show today.
Oh, and by the way, if you are only listening to this via podcast, you can catch this show so you can see this gorgeous girl in person on your screen
on our Facebook page, which is Find Her Seat. Make sure to set your notifications on there so you can watch us live and we can give you a shout out. Or if not, watch us in replay, as well as on our Instagram, Find Her Seat, YouTube, which is Find Her Seat, as well as Spotify, on our podcast, iTunes, you name it. Look up Find Her Seat.
You're going to find us.
You will find that.
As well as we have findherseat.com. And also, we've got a few of our favorite things on findherseatshop.com. So if you want to see some of the goodies that we love, as well as come and check out Lexington.
Yes.
And all these beautiful clothes.
And Lexington is going to be styling you for the pageant.
Yes, I'm so excited. All of their clothes are beautiful and so stylish, up to date. But I'm very excited
Your
to.
mom. I think your mom is saying so proud of her.
Oh, hi, Mom.
We gotta love the moms.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes, love it.
My number one supporter.
Oh, that's
Yes,
awesome.
always.
So we appreciate everyone joining us today. And until our next show, hopefully you have found your seat. Thank you.